Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Let's just jump right into it. If you're an agency owner, a fractional CTO, or maybe a digital transformation consultant, you probably know this frustrating, completely universal challenge. Your client's technology needs are frequently outpacing your internal delivery capacity. When a client asks for a really complex build that's way beyond your immediate bandwidth, suddenly your professional credibility is right on the line. You need a way to confidently say yes without risking the quality of your work. So today, we're exploring exactly how strategic software development partnerships solve this specific problem, drawing on some great insights from Mobisoft's partnership guide. Here's a quick look at our agenda for today. We'll start with the engineering scale challenge, then look at strategic partnerships with Mobisoft. After that, we'll cover white label agency benefits, scaling fractional CTO practices, bridging strategy and execution, and finally, when to actually choose a partnership. All right, Section 1, the Engineering Scale Challenge, navigating complex client requirements without expanding your overhead. Now, digital agencies, fractional CTOs, and consultants, you all run very different businesses, but there is a common thread here, and it leads us to this really crucial question. How can you scale complex software delivery without blowing up your internal overhead? Recommending a bad engineering partner, well, it damages your client relationships, it completely undermines your advisory standing, and it breaks the promise that your strategies will actually lead to workable outcomes. You absolutely have to be able to scale gracefully in a highly demanding market. Because let's face it, the roadblocks you're up against are severe. You're constantly fighting limited engineering bandwidth. You know how difficult it is to hire specialized talent on short notice, right? And then there are those incredibly complex client regulatory requirements, like HIPAA in healthcare or PCI DSS in finance. Add in high delivery pressure and the need to scale your projects up and down efficiently, and the stakes are just massive. But above all, there is the absolute necessity of maintaining delivery quality. Relying solely on your internal teams or trying to patch together disjointed freelancer networks, it's a risk you simply cannot afford when businesses are relying on your expertise. Moving on to Section 2, strategic partnerships with Mobisoft, improving delivery confidence and execution. So, how do we actually get past those roadblocks? Well, it starts by understanding the stark difference between generic offshore firms and true strategic partners. Generic firms, they might tempt you with super low rates, but they bring variable quality and a real brand exposure risk where they might accidentally reveal themselves to your client. Plus, they make these really broad, unverified claims. A strategic partner operates entirely differently. They bring deep, verifiable domain expertise in regulated industries. They provide real production evidence, meaning live, testable products, not just pretty mock-ups. And they offer honest scope clarity, all while fiercely protecting your relationship with your client. Executing at that strategic level requires comprehensive capabilities. A true partner is going to support you across the board. We're talking product engineering for building scalable, verifiable software solutions, cloud and DevOps to modernize infrastructure and deployments, AI technologies for advanced implementations, and rigorous UI, UX, and quality assurance to guarantee a user-centric, high-quality delivery. Honestly, it's like bolting an entire enterprise-grade tech department onto your business overnight. These foundational capabilities ensure you deliver immense value without forcing you to expand your permanent internal teams. Section 3, White Label Agency Benefits, protecting and strengthening your agency brand. If you're a digital agency, the absolute cornerstone of all this is true white label delivery. A true partner operates like a ghost in the machine. They are entirely invisible. All the code, design assets, and architecture documents are managed seamlessly behind the scenes, but your agency's project manager remains the sole client contact. There's no risk of partner logos being accidentally left in code repositories or email signatures. Your brand stays front, center, and completely protected, which gives you and your clients the ultimate peace of mind. And the resulting advantages here are just huge. Every deliverable is fully branded to your agency. You get much faster delivery without the nightmare of becoming a de facto engineering project manager. Most importantly, you instantly gain the domain expertise needed to win highly regulated proposals. Imagine proposing a HIPAA-compliant healthcare app with total confidence right out of the gate. Flexible engagement models let you punch way above your weight class, allowing you to seamlessly manage much larger enterprise engagements than your internal team could ever handle alone. It just leads to vastly better project outcomes. Section 4. Scaling fractional CTO practices, backing advisory with engineering depth. Now, for a fractional CTO, your entire advisory reputation essentially hinges on the first 90 days of an engagement. Because a fractional role often transitions to a full-time CTO down the line, getting the foundational steps right is absolutely critical. You're conducting architecture assessments, establishing strict delivery standards, creating board communication frameworks, and registering technical debt. A strategic partner helps ensure this whole setup is absolutely bulletproof, meaning it will survive any future transitions without requiring a massive, expensive rebuild later on. The leverage this provides is incredible. Imagine being able to scale your delivery capacity across multiple portfolio companies without ever touching HR, benefits, or employment contracts. You get to access specialized compliance instantly and secure board-ready production evidence to justify your investments to those non-technical stakeholders. This directly and immediately reduces your technical delivering risks. And the best part? The engineers work strictly under your direction. The partner supports your authority. They are never going to compete with you for the steering wheel. That frees you up to focus entirely on strategic technology leadership. Section 5. Bridging Strategy and Execution. The Transformation Consultant's Co-Delivery Model. For digital transformation consultants, probably the most persistent frustration is the gap between a brilliant strategy and the actual execution of that strategy. Usually, a consultant hands over a strategic specification, a detailed to-be state that unfortunately often misses operational edge cases. So the dev team builds exactly what's written, and it completely fails in reality. The fix for this? The engineering reality of co-delivery. By integrating technical knowledge from Sprint 1, a partner catches those tricky compliance constraints early. You aren't just throwing a strategy over a wall and hoping for the best. You're actually building it together. This co-delivery approach beautifully translates strategy into a build safely during discovery sprints. Your bi-weekly sprint reviews actually become transformation governance, allowing you to see working software and correct course in real time if you need to. This model absolutely thrives on transparency, technical alignment, and shared project ownership. Technology roadmaps stay current even over multi-year projects, and you have engineering leadership right there beside you during intense board-level scrutiny. Plus, you get to remain the strategic lead, from day one all the way to final deployment. Section 6. When to choose partnership. Evaluation and honest scope boundaries. Figuring out what a partner shouldn't do is honestly just as critical as knowing what they can do. A truly trustworthy partner is going to give you honest scope limitations. They will outright tell you, hey, we don't do Unity game development, blockchain, embedded firmware, mainframe COBOL modernization, massive consumer social apps, or ITAR-controlled aerospace software. And you know what? That isn't a weakness. It is a profound strength. Having clear boundaries prevents you from making bad recommendations that could sink your credibility. It ensures you only engage them for the right scenarios, like enterprise software initiatives, AI implementations, or cloud modernizations. Once you verify it's a good fit, the integration is lightning fast. Just look at the timeline for the first 30 days. Days 1 through 7 feature partner onboarding and a highly specific 48-hour scoping test. By day 14, you're receiving preliminary architecture assessments that actually include real regulatory citations for your proposals. And by day 30, you are making formal, highly credible client introductions backed by verified evidence. It is rapid value creation that makes your conversations immediately authoritative and demonstrates true technical readiness. I want to leave you with one final thought to mull over. Is there a client in your current base asking for something you simply cannot currently deliver? Whether it's an agency client asking for a custom mobile app or a fractional CTO who desperately needs a highly regulated patient portal, that immediate need is exactly where a strategic partnership proves its value. Don't let those opportunities just pass you by, and definitely don't risk them on generic outsourcing. I highly encourage you to read the full Mobisoft blog for even deeper insights into structuring these partnerships and elevating your technical delivery. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.